All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. All right. Wahukwa, to you Akim, Wa Akwatium, all right, that are tuned in on the comment board, and we just gonna set the tone, for the morning, man, dealing with how this is our final, all right, final test of faith. This is it. All right. This is the last go around, to prove, all right, our faith. And that's the mindset that we have to go, all right, that we have to have going into this thing, is that this is the last chance, that we have to prove our faith to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You see? Because when Yahushua get here, which I start off with that in Hebrews, y'all know this probably my favorite scripture, man, because it encapsulates pretty much the mindset of Yahushua, why he did everything he did. And when you go to Hebrews 12, all right, and 2, all right, this is the book of Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. It says, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith. All right? It said the author, which he was the pioneer. He was that example of being faithful unto death if need be, through his sacrifice, And also, he said he's the finisher. Because when Yahushua appears, there will be no need to have faith. When he appears and we're changed at the twinkling of an eye, that's the end of our faith. You see? So everything that we do from here until that time, this is our last test to prove our faith, where we'll be found worthy to be delivered. You see? That's why brothers kept pushing faith, man. All right? But it started with the apostles and the elders. They always pushed faith, man. Faith was always at the forefront of the ministry. Of course, we pushed the standard of the law. All right? But we knew it was going to come a time, all right, that the law, wasn't going to aid you in decision making. All right? The law wasn't going to aid us in decision making. Now, obedience gets us closer to our power, and being closer to our power gives us confidence, all right, and faith, all right, to make the decisions that we need to make in these times, man, all right, to overcome, all right, and get the victory over this beast system. But it's going to be through faith. And we finna come to the time where the Most High is going to turn up the furnace, all right, of adversity in the earth, So reading on, it says, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. Yeah, so we have to have that same mind frame, man. All right, Esau going, we're going to be embarrassed. All right, Esau going to do a slander, campaign on the ministry. He's going to slander Yahushua. He's going to drag his name through the mud. All right. So all these things are going to happen, but that doesn't matter. He's going to come get, he's going to come round certain brothers up. We're going to be in some very uncomfortable situations. But see, we should have that joy always set before us, man, as Yahushua did. Yahushua wanted to see all his brethren rule, man. Yahushua wanted to see all his brethren in power, man, in rulership. He prayed for them to have the glory that he has, man. All right? So that was part of the joy set for him. That's why when you go to let's get there in the book of Luke. Because when Yahushua, with the disciples, he was always talking about what, man? Pretty much the kingdom, And when we go into the word kingdom, it means a king's domain. You see? So Yahushua, he frequently talked about rulership, man. So that was the main joy that was before Yahushua was a rulership. All right, but he knew it was a suffering, all right, before that rulership would come. He knew, all right, that we would have to drink of that cup. That's why he said we would surely drink of that cup. You know? So when you go to, I'll get there in a second. Sirach, the second chapter. Because this is the time where we're going to have to apply this chapter more than ever. You know? When you go to Sirach, chapter 2. And see, now these scriptures are hitting home more than ever. Now, when you go to Sirach 2:1, it says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." Yeah, because right now it's been a mind game. You know, this is why Satan tried to sift through your mind. You know, your soul, because your soul goes into your seat of emotions, which is your mind. You know, so prepare your mind for temptations, man. You know, you get tempted, all right, to try to trim your way to get accepted in this world. You get tempted to try to go back into the world and flourish. You know, you get tempted by old demons and old habits. You know, you get tempted by, your woman, threatening to leave, or your woman actually leaving. You know, you get tempted by a lot of different things, whatever it might be. You know, every brother, even you few sisters, got your different trials, in your mind that you got to overcome. You know, you sisters, probably be tempted to tap back into that feminist wave, where you can get immediate benefits, being promiscuous, where you have a much easier life. You see? So as we come into this thing, we've been constantly being tempted here. All right? This is the temptation. This is the battle in here. You know? And Apostle Paul talked about that. Matter of fact, let's get there real quick. And Apostle Paul talked about that battle. But it was always leading up to this moment. You know, it was always leading up to this moment, man. So because at the end of the day, it's going to take a mindset to get through this thing, man. It's going to have to take something within, all right? Because external things will not deliver, all right? People that got surplus of food, all right? Ammunition, all right? Money, actual gold and silver. That's external things, and that's not going to deliver them, all right? It's going to be a mindset, all right? It's going to be decision-making based off faith, and that's a mindset. Now, when you go to this is Romans 7. Romans 7:23, it says, "But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind, and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members." Yeah, so Apostle Paul talks about what, man? Pretty much the war that's constantly in your mind. You see, and we've been fighting that war, building up for this moment. We've been overcoming. That's why within this grace period, we should have been overcoming things, man. There's things we struggle with. We're going to always struggle because we're in the flesh. But there's things that we should have been overcoming, man, and being built up for this time here, man. It should be a light thing for us to depend on Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord puts us in a situation where trusting in Him is a reaction. It goes from being a decision to pretty much a reaction, man, when things get rough, man. You see? And that's the mind frame that we have to go into this thing with, man. Trusting our power should be a reaction, man. In times of trouble. That's why we go through these trials day by day to get that what they call muscle memory. You see? Yahweh Shema Shai has conditioned us to have a muscle memory of faith, man. You see? We're going back into Sirach chapter 2. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." Sirach. It says, "Set thy heart," all right, which is thy mind, aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Yeah, make not haste in time of trouble. It said constantly endure, all right, because it's an ongoing, all right, all right, trial of our faith. So we have to constantly endure these trials of faith, man. And then it said, "Make not haste in time of trouble. Because we're going to come into some times, all right, where an impulsive decision will seem like that'd be the best decision to get us out that situation, all right, quickly. But no, sometimes Yahweh Shema Shah want us to be in the middle of that furnace, man. You know, he wants us to be in the hottest point of that furnace for a certain period of time because it's purging us, man. All right? Hey, you brothers, what you got to understand, this is the last phase of us becoming, all right, conformed to Yahweh Shai. What we finna go through now, this is the last phase. You know? Hey, we should be excited that we still here in the right spirit, in the right mind frame. You know? That means that we've made it, all right, to the final stage. You see? And it's an honor just to be here, man. But we are in a phase now where we finna come into the last thing that we have to do to be conformed into Yahweh Shai, to the image of Yahweh Shai, man. And that's how we have to look at this thing, man. So we're gonna be in some hell of a situation, man. Brothers might be in dungeons, you know. Brothers might end up on the island somewhere, you know. They don't tell them what brothers might end up, man, on the wilderness, man. You know, it's gonna be rough, man. But that's what we need to be conformed to Yahweh Shai. We need it. That's why pretty much we just, cause see, the faith we have, like I always talk about, it's gonna be a crazy faith, man. You know, we have to have the mindset to run into these things, man. All right, because we see the glory. Remember, for the joy set before him, there's a joy set before us, man. You know, rulership. We here, we here. You know, ain't no more when this happened. No, we in the midst of it, man. And Yahweh Shema Shai is the one that has Esau Edom in this spirit of effort, man. You know, because you can tell Esau pretty much like, you know, like I said, ain't no constitution. You can stop talking about that. You see, this man is all in, man. All Esau's chips pushed into the table, just like all our chips is pushed in the middle of the table, man. All right, all bets is on Yahweh Shai. You know. That's where we at with it. So, verse 3, it says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. You see? And we got a big promotion coming, man, by enduring this, man. You see, there's a great promotion coming for us enduring this, man. It said, cleave unto him. This is the time to cleave, man. You know? This is the time to you know, tap into the spirit more. You know, detach more. Read more, pray more, fast more. You see, we got the Day of Atonement coming up, man, which is going to be real heavy, man. You know, the believers fasting, you know, if you can. All right? The believers fasting on that day, throwing up curses on this place, throwing up prayers, you know, for the elect. Because we finna come into these times, man. And this, you know, we should take advantage of that, man. You know, it's going to be a very spiritual time. You know, going into next Wednesday sundown to Thursday sundown. All right, which will be the Day of Atonement. You know, it's gonna be a very heavy time. All right, in the earth, man. And I believe Yahweh Shema Shai gonna be dealing. You know, Yahweh Shema Shai gonna be dealing, man. So let's make sure, hey, we tap in, man. Cleave unto him, fasting. That cleaves us to our power, cause that means we putting off everything just to draw close, man. You know, and he honors that, man. And when it's done in sincerity, man. You see, so we in the time now to cleave unto Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, be more obedient. You see, you know, and because they say that obedience that increases confidence, all right, which is the faith, you know, and it says, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Yeah, man, this is the time of reward, man. You know, you know, we got persecution, you got sufferings coming, but there's a reward after this, man. All right, and even when you go to, what's that, to get a few proofs of Romans 8 and 18, it says, for I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us, man. You see, this little suffering, all right, because this ain't gonna be like it's a long stretched out thing, or you know, we just be living in this American dystopia for the next 20 years. No, man. This thing finna move quick. You know? How about Shema Shai ready to wrap this thing up, man? Alright? He hates, remember, he hates Esau Edom. You know? And he about to do a number on this guy. Alright? You know, Unc is over. The rulership on Uncle E is over, man. All right, Unc now had the earth for too long, man. All right, he done stunk up the field. Now it's time, all right, for new management, righteous management, man. You see, so going back into it, it says, verse 4 says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Yeah, and why are we going to be cheerful, man? Why are we going to be cheerful? Because we're going to know why we're suffering, man. And it's written. You see, it's written, all right, that we're supposed to suffer, man. And Yahweh Shai told us to have joy in the suffering for his name's sake, man, because the reward is so great. Like, the reward is so great, man. You know? We have to remember the reward, it far outweighs the suffering, man. It far outweighs, like scripture say, it's not even worth to compare. You see? It's not even worth to compare, man. Now, let's get there, because Yahweh Shai said that, man. I want to get there real quick in Luke 6th chapter. You know, and these are the things that we have to, the word has to be within us. We have to be able to play these scriptures in our mind as we're going through these trials, man. We find ourselves in all these awkward situations. These scriptures have to be running through our mind, man. You see, this word, that's our stability, man. Now this is the book of Luke chapter 6, verse 22. It says, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, all right? When men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Yeah, so it says, blessed are they, all right? When people shall hate us, man, because see, we're going to be hated, man, on a global scale, man. When Esau pushes his smear campaign, because you still have a lot of people that want their normalcy back, man. You know, Esau was giving them delusion of their old normalcy, all right, that you know, that 2013, 14 spirit. You see, he's dangling that normalcy in front of them, and he's gonna make it seem like we're the ones that's holding up progress, man, of this new world order, things getting back to normalcy. You know, he's gonna make us seem like we just some big hate group, and you know, we just unreasonable men. He's gonna push that, man, and we're gonna be hated. But the scripture say, blessed are ye, man. All right, it's coming, man. Great hatred for us is coming, man. All right, understand what you're a part of. Count the cost, man. And we not shunning, and we not, you know, trying to, you know, talk lightly of this, man. All right, we telling you exactly what it is, man. You know, as the Apostle Paul said, I have not shunned to give you the whole counsel of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. And we giving you the whole counsel, man. This is a part of it, man. All right, we're gonna be hated. All right, intense hatred, man. You know, and all that hatred, you can feel it. Like that's a pressure. You can feel that hatred, man. You know, that energy of hatred, you know, towards you. That's why we gotta cleave to our power, man. And Yahweh Shai went through it. You know, but the scripture say, blessed are ye. So we should have a good mind. That's why I say rejoice. Take things cheerfully when we brought to a lower state. You know, we might be staying in a particular neighborhood, then you have to downgrade, you know, to another neighborhood due to a financial situation. All right, you might have 2 or 3 cars, but due to financial situation, you know, you got 1 car now, no car. You see, or no house, man. We're gonna be in the lower state, man. You might go from a, you know, comfortable suburban, you know, middle class lifestyle to homeless, man. You see, for the sake of your house shop, but the scripture say, take it cheerfully, man. We gotta take these things cheerfully because we know what it is, and this is not the end. You know, people are trying to scratch and claw and hold on to their current living situation. You know, they trying to hold on to these houses and cars, and you know, even families, man, because there's gonna be some family split. All right, remember, this is a great test of trying, man. You know, how about Shem Al Shai finna try everybody across the board, man. You know, you gonna know if you got a woman that's solid or not soon, here soon. Just like how about Shem Al Shai gonna know if he has a solid servant or not soon, man. Dealing with the men. You see, everybody finna be put to the ultimate test, man, to see, All right, like what we're made of, man. I know that's why it's now the time to build up. All right, in the spirit. Verse 23, it says, "Rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy." It said, "Leap for joy, man." Hey, when Esau sent these troops, just give them a scenario, man. Esau send his troops, surround your house, take you out the house, man. You know, hey, you should be rejoicing because you know what it's for, man. You see, they come ship you off somewhere, man. You in the middle of a cold dungeon, man. We should be still in the spirit of joy because we know why we there, man. And we know whenever the Lord do what he going to do, even if we have to sacrifice our life, guess what? Yahweh Shai is the resurrection. He's coming back. All right? He's coming back to raise up, those that are faithful, man. What it say? Let's finish this and then let's get that. It said, "Rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great." You see that? Your reward is great, man. We can't, breeze by that. No, your reward is great, man. You have part of eternal rulership, man. If a brother can post that, I think it's in Luke, where Yahushua say he gonna, make us sit at meat. You see, our reward is great, man. The status and rank. See, we don't even understand the status and rank that Yahweh Shai gonna give to his men that stay loyal, man. They roll this thing out even unto death, man. And the brothers that do have to die, man, they probably be, telling them what type of special, reward Yahweh Shai has, for those men that made that ultimate sacrifice, man. And I say you have to, we gonna be operating off crazy faith in these times, man. You might be in a dungeon, everybody else is sad, depressed, trying to commit suicide, but you leaping for joy, man. All right? Because with the joy that we got, they can't take that from us, man. You see? The joy that we got, they can't take it from us, man. And the brother can post that one too, where Yahweh Shai say, "The joy I give not like the world." You see? Because that joy they can't take from us. See, a nigga that has joy in making 6 figures a year, certain car, certain house, certain status, he's the man on Instagram or woman, vice versa with the women, that joy gonna be stripped quick, that joy gonna be stripped. But see, the joy we got from within, it can't be stripped, Matter of fact, it can only be, turned up, you see, because we know what's written. And when you go to Ephesians, it says, "For great is your reward in heaven, for in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets." Yeah, so it's just part of the legacy of prophets, man, to go through these particular things, And what did Yahweh Shai say? All right, in Revelation chapter 2, verse 10, it said, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer." Yeah, so it covers everything. Fear none. That covers any situation we're going to be in. Fear not, man. And like the flesh has an automatic reaction to fear and be doubtful, and to get anxious. But the spirit, is what? Patient, long suffering, all right, and enduring, And it says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days," which is a complete number of days. All right. All right. And it says, "And ye shall have tribulation 10 days, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life," man, that great reward. And that crown is for what? A king. Rulership. You see that? All right. Let's see. Yep. So going from there, I want to get this account real quick in the book of Acts. Because the scriptures cover everything. Every situation we're going to go through is all about applying the scriptures, man. That's why we got to get this word within us right now. Now it's time to have this word within us, Cleave, Reading is a major way to cleave, man. All right, when you go to Acts, all right, chapter 5. All right. I get to the point, verse 40, it's Acts 5 and 40. It says, and to him they agreed when they had called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahushua and let them go. So they knew they was being beat and they were suffering for what? The name of Yahushua, you know? And it says, and they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name. So they were rejoicing because they was counted worthy just to suffer for Yahushua, man. You know? They was counted worthy. All right? So you see that? That's the mind frame, all right, that the disciples had developed. That's the faith that they had developed. You know how that was crazy faith the apostles had, man. You know, during the time of Acts, man. You know, to be beaten, all right? They're probably bloody, swole. We don't know if something was broke, all right? But they were counting it joy to be worthy to suffer for Yahushua. And it says, and daily in the temple, you see that? And daily. This is after they got beat. They still had the mind frame of daily. They probably was even more invigorated because Yahushua had told them in Luke, all right, look, blessed are ye when ye shall be hated for my name's sake, for great is your reward in heaven. You see? And that's what we finna go through, man. And they remember that because their word was in them. So they rejoiced, man. And then it said they went daily and taught, man. You see? And it says, and daily in the temple and in every house they cease not to teach and preach Yahushua HaMashiach, man. You see? That's the mind frame that they had developed, man, for being around Yahushua. See, we're around Yahushua now. Alright? We it's like when we come together, it's like Yahushua's in the midst, so pretty much it's as if we're hanging around Yahushua now. You know? It's like we're hanging out with Yahushua this morning. You see? And wherever else, you know, if a brother is to himself reading, guess what? He's hanging out with Yahushua. You know? A brother, you know, doing the pre-recorded lesson, he's hanging out with Yahushua. Yahushua is there, man. And that's what develops that type of faith, man. Being around Yahushua all the time, man. You know? So this is what this thing is about, man. Developing that faith, you know, for these times, all right, so we can endure, man. You know? It's going to take an insane, crazy, stiff-necked, stubborn, all right, mindset of faith to make it through. The scriptures talk about how what people going to cast, you know, people going to cast our name for evil. You see? Because look, our families, our people that agree with it, everyone that's around us, families, co-workers, all right, they finna spaz out, man. You know, because once Esau really start taking away privileges, you know, more and more privileges, man, these people are gonna want to look for someone to blame. All right, that's human nature, especially amongst niggas. You know, when things go wrong, everyone wants somebody to blame. You know. No one wants to take accountability for their actions, so they're looking for a scapegoat, man. And we're going to be, all right, the thing that Esau offers up, all right, as a scapegoat to the reason why, man. So we're going to be cast out, you know, by everyone that's around us, man. Everyone that's not of the faith, man. And that's why, like I say, now it's just a time to be around the believers, man. You know, I hang out with you. I'm around you, brothers. And sisters more than I'm with my regular family, man. But we see each other every day. Well, we don't, you know, I don't see every one of y'all, man. But you know, we're around each other, man. We're around each other energy every day. You know, I'm around the brothers, you know, for the most part, at least one brother almost every day. You know, but brothers get together often. We don't start going to camp, you know, 2 days a week now. All praise to Yahweh Shem Al Shot, you know. But pretty much we just closing this thing in. The ark is, hey, the Most High sealing this ark off, man. All right, he's sealing this thing up, so the word goes out. You know, the things are tightening up, man. We're becoming more and more tight, you know, in these last times, man. You see, so going back, going back to Sirach 2 and 5. Y'all start at 5. I think the brother posted precept for me. Let me see. Dealing with that make. You know, Yahushua said he was gonna make us to sit down and meet Yep. Now this is from the brother Yashima tribe of Judah. This is St. John 14 and 27. It says, "Peace I leave you, my peace I give unto you." All right, as the world, all right, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Yeah, see, Yahweh Shai has gave us an inner peace that these people can't understand. That's why we rejoice at the collapse of this place. People don't understand it. All right, the average person don't understand why is this man in a good mood when everything else is collapsing, man. Because this is our good news, man. All right, this is a wicked empire that deserves every plague, every missile, all right, that the Lord has prescribed for this place, man. All right, masses of people deserve to be put to death for this proud, all right, anti-Messiah spirit that pretty much is the standard in the earth. You see, so we have a peace within us, and it comes from understanding because the Lord has, has opened up the understanding, so we understand these things. Even with Jake being put to death, well, we know eventually all Israel gonna be saved, but then the Lord has showcased us. Because when you look at World Star and just see, just look out to the earth, man. And you see what niggas have become, what the women have become. We understand that they need to be put to death, man. All right, we think like kings now. You see, everybody, throw their word king around, which we're kings in training. This is like our internship, before, Lord willing, we get crowned. You see? But when you think like a king, you gotta think for the betterment of the whole realm. Like our decision making has to be based on what's good for the realm. All right. So now we're seeing that a lot of Israelites gotta die. They gotta be born into a righteous kingdom that's already up and functioning. When they get here. You know, because in their current condition, they wouldn't do nobody any good, man. You know. So yeah, man, we have a peace, and it comes from this understanding that, no one, all right, no one can understand. You see, it's gonna look crazy to them. All right. Yep. Let's see, this brother posted I missed. Yeah, I believe in the loop. I don't know if the brother can post it again. How Yahweh Shai said he gonna make us a sit at meat. I believe it's in Luke. Yep. But I'm gonna keep reading, brother fine. I gotta make sure I remember that scripture so I can go to it when need be, you know. Cause this is Sirach 2 and 5. It says, "For gold is tried in fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." Yeah, it says acceptable men. You see? So before we even found acceptable, we gotta go through this part, man. It has to happen, you know. We're not in the spirit of backpedaling or trying to, hope, this little normalcy that we have is prolonged. All right. We're not trying to, all right, prolong. Yeah, this friend or piracy. Yeah, it's another one, bro. Um, you probably put up GERD, type in the word GERD, then meat. It should pop up. Yep, GERD and meat. It should pop up. You might have to do it in the Apocrypha, the Apocrypha app. You know, the blue letter gotta be exact. But yeah, if you type in GERD and meat, it should pop up, bro. You know, it's in Luke somewhere. I ain't trying to work you, brothers. But it's a heavy scripture, you know. But going back into it, all right, we have to go through this to even be found acceptable, man. You know, hey, the suffering, like when we brought to a lower state, the most I gonna see if that woman, gonna still be around while we at our lower state, man. You know, just like with us, man, Yahweh Shai name gonna be demonized, you know, and the Lord gonna see if we gonna stick around, all right, while Yahweh Shai is being demonized, man, when that name is hated, all right, when what we believe is hated, and the doctrine is hated, he's gonna see if we gonna stick around then. So we're gonna be found acceptable, All right, we're gonna be found acceptable through this furnace. Matter of fact, what they say in Isaiah, we're gonna be found acceptable through this adversity. So the adversity is very necessary, man. It has to happen, you know. So we not, like I said, we not in the spirit of trying to hold on and wait and prolong. Like brothers were talking yesterday, man. We pretty much we hope this devil go ahead and just make it straight mandate, no exemptions, no nothing, no weekly testing. No, if you don't got it, all right, you can't operate. You see, all right. If you don't have it, you locked out like the Elder Apostle Ariam lot. Um, he did the lesson dealing with from lockdowns to lockout, and pretty much, hey, they're gonna lock those that are non-compliant out from this society, but that has to happen. You see, because that's gonna create what, man, a situation where we can only depend on Yahweh Shema Shai. Now let me get this. Um, Isaiah 48 and 48. Yep, this is Isaiah 48 and 10. And it says, yep, that's it. Yep, the water, brother. Brother Bayan, you know. This is on Isaiah 48 and 10. And it says, Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. Yeah, so the Most High he's gonna have us in the fire, and then he's gonna get us out of situations, and the ultimate fire, which is the missiles. All right, that's why I really, in the scriptures say, I would deliver thee in six troubles, you know. So going through Jacob trouble, we're going to be delivered from different situations. The Most High gonna have us in the furnace. He's gonna take us out, put us in, take us out, put us in, take us out. But see, before the missiles come, all right, when the missiles come to devour, he's gonna take us all the way out because we're gonna be likened unto his son by then. We're gonna be built up to the point where we are likened, unto his son, in the image of his son. So Jacob trouble, we're gonna be in and out that furnace, being delivered out of situations, in situations, being delivered, and what that's gonna do, that's gonna conform us to Yahweh Shai. So when the missiles come, all right, he's just gonna get us all the way out. We're gonna be complete, we're gonna be done. You see, and then we're gonna be changed, man. You see? So let me get this last precept, brother. Bashan. Brian posted for me. The water to all you Akim. Lighting up the comment board. This is Luke. All right. 12 and 37. It says, "Blessed are those servants whom, when." Yep. It says, "Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down and meat, and he will come forth and serve them." Yeah, so that's a reward. That goes into a reward. And he's gonna serve us by the promotion he gives us, man. The status, the power, gonna give us immortality. That's the reward, man. Those that he finds so doing, man. So this is it. You brothers lock in, man. We here, man. This is our final test before we become like Big Bro, man. It's our final test. Matter of fact, let me say this, man. Spirit that had me think of this. All right, this is our final test, man. And we finna be like Yahweh Shai, man. Joint heirs, man. So brothers, don't let nothing get in the way, man. Not no damn woman, not no damn job, not no damn, whatever this is, whatever, man. Lust, don't let nothing get in the way of this, man. We all have our little things that, we into, and, little downtime things. But at the end of the day, this is it, man. Long as we got this, we don't need nothing else, man. As long as we got the Holy Spirit, you know, hey, anything possible. See, when you have the Holy Spirit, anything possible, man. You know, this is this is 1 John 3:2. It says, "Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is." Man, we're going to be likened unto him. All right? This is what this thing is about, man. Leveling up to your house shop, man. That's what everything is about. It's not about us. It's not about, all right, the car we drive. You know, I got to keep bringing that point up. Nigga talking about a car. All right? Show you how low level a nigga still is, man. You know? It's not about, you know, reality show. You know, it's crazy shit, man. Crazy low level, you know, American nigga shit, man. No, man, we're being conformed to something great, man. That's your Howard shot. And that's what this last trial, this last test of faith is going to bring out. It's going to bring out the Howard shot that's within us, man. You see? You know, greater is he that is in you that is in the world, man. So that's finna be, put to the test. You know, so you brothers stay locked in, keep doing what you're doing. You know, you brothers, all right, stay consistent. You few sisters, stay consistent. All right, keep hanging around, man. You know, when we come up, you gonna come up. All right, wasn't stay in the world. Stick with me, you going places. All right, stick with me, we going places, man. You know, so Lord will you brothers and you few sisters were edified. You know, once again, give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. You know, double honors to the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, I say Shalom, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Abab, Abal, DTA, soon, soon. You know, matter of fact, put these curses up on this place, man. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalak, Rayon, Wa, Nashon, Wa, Bayim, Wa, Haragim, Wa, Mashapayim, Makal, Adawamium, Wa, Gawayon, Wa, Yahweh, Wa, Babkasha, 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 the Wa, Yahweh, Bashim, Al Shah, Shalak, Rayon, Wa, Nashon, Wa, Bayim, Wa, Haragim, Wa, Mashapayim, Makal, Adawamium, Wa, Gawayon, Wa, Yahweh, Wa, Babkasha, 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 the Yahweh, Bashim, Al Shah, Yahweh, Bashim, Al Shah, Shalak, Rayon, Wa, Nashon, Wa, Bayim, Wa, Haragim, Wa, Mashapayim, Makal, out of woman, why got a young, why, y'all be on the why, Bakusha, 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 the why, the why, the why, the why, the why.